everyone, and welcome to our Kansas City Council meeting tonight. This would be, if I'm counting correctly, the 20th regular session. 21st regular session.
No.
20th.
Yeah, four more meetings. 20th regular session of Kansas City Council. We begin as we always do with roll call.
Joel Althauser.
Present.
Sue Fox-Baroker.
Present.
David Beasley.
Present.
Steve Walter.
Present.
Chad Miller.
Present.
Mike Wren. Doris Bloom.
Present.
Robin Jones.
Here.
John Schwimmer. Lynn Webb. Here. Cindy Murray. Here.
I ask all who are able, please stand. Prayer followed by the pledge of allegiance. Heavenly Father, we gather this evening in service to our community. Please guide our minds and hearts as we deliberate on matters that affect the lives of our neighbors and friends here in Kent. May our decisions be fair and equitable for all, especially the most vulnerable among us. Grant us the humility to listen, the courage to act, and the grace to disagree respectfully. Help us to see beyond the differences and work together for the common good. Bless this city, bless its leaders and its people with peace, prosperity, and purpose. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone. We'll get right to it here and ask if there are any additions or corrections to the minutes from the meeting 2 weeks ago. With no response, we'll enter those into this week's minutes approved as submitted. Citizens requesting time to speak. We do not have anyone on the agenda this evening. However, if anyone is here to address council, would like to, there will be time at the end of the meeting under public comments. Also, I would remind anyone here, if there is a piece of legislation or something that we're discussing that you would like to add a comment, raise your hand. I'll try to watch for you, or a council member might catch you. And again, within reason, we will welcome any comments. Communications, I have none. Does anyone else have any communications to share? All right, petitions, we have nothing active before us. So we get right on to administrative reports. Anything from the police department? All right, thank you, Chief. How about fire department? Nothing tonight? Okay. Anything on economic development then you want to talk about, or? All right. Income tax, I don't think we have a report tonight. It does sound like things are status quo. We should have updated numbers at our next meeting. Auditor, anything we want to discuss tonight? John's not here. Cindy?
Not this time.
Lynn, anything? Okay, reports of standing and special committees, also upcoming schedule. Finance.
Finance has a written report. We met again tonight. Budget is approaching balanced. We anticipate we'll have a balanced figure that we will then recommend to go to the legislation to be read in 4 weeks for the first time. Things are looking promising.
Excellent. I know MOP does not have a report. At least I don't think so.
We need to schedule a meeting. So.
Need to schedule a meeting
Yeah.
for MOP.
Mm-hmm.
Public utilities, meeting November 12th, 3:30. Anything to report?
At this time.
Streets, alleys, sidewalks have a meeting here in 2 days, 3:30 in council chambers. I would remind that committee that We did have the issue that was brought up about high speeds on South High Street. So if you get a chance, and council in general, get a chance, can look at that area and have suggestions for that committee, that would be great. Legislation, again, they're meeting also on October 29th, following streets at 4:30. Anything to report? Okay. Special assignments, regional planning,
That's not bad since our last meeting.
Parks and Rec.
We meet November 12th at 6 o'clock here in Chambers.
Okay, Grove Cemetery Board.
Nothing new since last meeting. We do have our next meeting on next Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
Okay, Tree Commission. Anything, Sue?
Nothing, I was not unable to attend the last meeting, which was the 22nd. I do believe they had it, though. They've had trouble getting everybody there, but I think they did meet.
Okay. The BKP Ambulance District Board did meet last Monday, fairly short meeting. I think it seems to be going well. They have their balance was submitted, and or budget was submitted and approved for the upcoming year. So when I get a copy of that with the minutes, I'll probably make certain we share that with everybody. No old business or new business on the agenda, so we'll get right to our legislation. Start with first reading, if you will.
So this one there, I passed out new ones to everybody. We added that first line in the general fund, so if you'll just note the new ones that I handed out to you guys. Ordinance number 25-020, an ordinance providing for transferring funds for the year 2025 for the city of Kenton, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
This was discussed quite a bit during your meeting, David, if you want to chat about that, or whoever else wants to.
The items, the transfers within the rec department direct us to be able to get our pool up to speed for swim champs this coming year. Indigent burial, we have been busier than normal there, so that's the reason for the need for the transfer there. And then finally, we needed to pay for the ever-escalating price of wastewater chemicals, so that is the last transfer in place. And because this does require some urgency to get bills paid, Mr. President, I would move for a suspension of the three-read rule for ordinance number 25-020.
Second.
So it's been properly moved by David, second by Chad. We suspend the three reading rule. Again, this is a way to expedite consideration of an item on the first reading as opposed to waiting three readings. It requires a supermajority or a 75% majority to pass. Let's go ahead and vote then.
Sue Fox Broker,
Yes.
David Beasley,
Yes.
Steve Walter,
Yes.
Chad Miller,
Yes.
Doris Bloom,
Yes.
Robin Jones.
Yes.
That passes 6-0, so the,
Mr. President, I move for the adoption of the ordinance.
Second?
thanks David, and second by Robin. Is there any discussion about this ordinance? Okay then.
David Beasley,
Yes.
Steve Walter,
Yes.
Chad Miller,
Yes.
Doris Bloom,
Yes.
Robin Jones.
Yes.
Sue Fox Broker.
Yes.
Passes 6-0. All right, that's all we have for first reading, so let's go through the second reading.
Ordinance number 25-017, an ordinance authorizing the Safety Service Director to advertise for bids for materials and supplies for the calendar year 2026 and to contract with the lowest and/or best bidders and declaring an emergency.
And Cindy, I assume nothing's really changed here, no urgency has arisen, so we'll read that again in 2 weeks, if that's okay with everybody here tonight. Okay.
Ordinance number 25-018, an ordinance amending Kenton Codified Ordinance Section 249.18 relating to fund classifications and declaring an emergency.
Anything new with this one?
So it's simply the allocation of the percentages to get that squared away for the auditors.
And no real urgency, so If it's okay with everyone, we'll read that again for a third time in 2 weeks.
Resolution number 039-25, a resolution authorizing the mayor and/or safety service director to apply for, accept, and enter into a cooperative agreement for construction of Clover Lark Lane water line replacement project between the city of Kenton and the Ohio Water Development Authority and declaring an emergency.
Again, we have time on this one,
Yes.
so we will read that again in 2 weeks.
Ordinance number 25-019, an ordinance providing for additional appropriations and for transferring funds for the year 2025 for the city of Kenton, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
I think because of a few items in there, we've decided we do need to try to get that done
Christie wants
tonight.
to pay the bills.
Yep. Does
President,
anyone
I move
need,
for suspension of three-read rule for ordinance number 25-019.
I'll second that.
moved by David, seconded by Robin, to suspend the rules? Does anyone need to see that real quick? Is everybody familiar with it? Okay. There's no voting, or no discussion, so we'll go ahead and vote on suspension of the rules.
Steve Walter.
Yes.
Chad Miller.
Yes.
Doris Bloom.
Yes.
Robin Jones.
Yes.
Sue Fox Broker.
Yes.
David Beasley.
Yes.
That's 6-0, so we can move
I move
forward.
the adoption of the same ordinance, Mr. President.
Second?
Moved by David, seconded by Sue. Is there any discussion?
Chad Miller.
Yes.
Doris Bloom.
Yes.
Robin Jones.
Yes.
Sue Fox Broker.
Yes.
David Beasley.
Yes.
Steve Walter.
Yes.
And that passes 6-0.
This is why this.
We have an item up for third reading.
In front of-
Ordinance number 25-015, an ordinance to authorize and designate a revitalization district within the city of Kenton, Ohio, pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code, section 4301.81.
Third reading, we would consider it at this point. Is there any updates, questions,
I would-
concerns?
No, I would move for the adoption of ordinance number 25-015.
Second.
Sue, moved by Sue, second by Doris. Is there any discussion on this one? All right, let's vote on it.
Chad Miller,
Yes.
Doris Bloom,
Yes.
Robin Jones.
Yes.
Sue Fox Broker.
Yes.
David Beasley.
Yes.
Steve Walter.
Yes.
That passes 6-0. It's going to be an exciting summer next year. It could be winter, too. Any other matters that need to be discussed? Kicked around, chatted about? Comments from the public? Anyone here have comments? Yes, sir. Come on down up. Come right on up. You remember the drill, but we asked
I
you
remember the
to
drill.
state your
My name
name
is
and...
Cliff Winiger Jr. Let's put Junior on it. It's about what we talked about the last time. He called my dad 40 minutes after he got out of jail, threatening to come to my house. Just so you know. He talked to the mayor. We can't have that at all. But I just wanted you to know that he's not a good businessman at all. Oh, and he needs to know, I will be his city councilman January 1, too. He needs to know that.
Appreciate that. And I know it's been handled from an aspect of law enforcement as it should have been, so I'm certain everything's in the works there, so. Other comments? News media. All right, administration and council members. Brad, anything you want to?
No, everything's signed and done.
Chief?
No.
Any of y'all? Lynn? I'll get you at the end if you, okay. Sue?
Just want to point out that we do have an election coming up, so it's important that people get out there, and hopefully we'll be able to support the levies.
No.
Yours. Robin?
Thanks to Holly for kind of spearheading this designation revitalization, and for all the people that's backing it, because I think it's going to open a lot of doors for a lot of people. So thank you.
Christie, anything? We got you up front here in the hot seat. Cindy?
So you'll be seeing advertised in the paper that we are going out to bid for the Perry Street sewer line. And we're going out to bid for the Clover Lock Lane water line replacement project. So got a couple projects coming up. Need to get them started and get them done before the roundabout and before we pave Clover and Lark Lane.
Great. Anything about leaves and gutters and any of that?
The mayor will handle
Okay.
that.
Mayor?
Can you hear me from here, Emma? So first, again, I want to echo what Robin, the revitalization for the downtown, not revitalization, what is it called? District. Yeah. So Holly spearheaded it. She did all the hard work. Again, it's a great, I love the word, Emma loves the word, it's a great collaboration, but you know, 99.9% comes from Holly and being the, our local economic development officer and her team. It's, she does an incredible service for us. Again, hats off, thank you, Holly, because I really think this can be something that can really start some things down the road. So, excellent job. Also, what a great Saturday afternoon on Trick or Treat. It was just, it sounded like it was, the streets were filled and the kids had a blast, and the weather couldn't have been better. The parade, thank you, Chief, for leading that off. Let's see, East Patterson Street, we had a water line that was a 2-inch. We moved it over, I believe it's a 6-inch. That was existing. So East Patterson, we did some infrastructure work, and Wednesday or Friday, the county will be paving partially that road, at least the bad parts. So that will be a welcome need for all those who live on that road. But that doesn't mean it's a speedway. So, reminder, 25 mile an hour down East Patterson. Leaf pickup, also, we're going to try it a little different this year. We're ready to go, so they're going to probably pick up as needed. So, you know, if you get them out, we're going to hit it, and we'll go from there as they continue to fall. But right now, we're ready to go with it.
So should I rake them into the street, Mayor?
And let's not rake them into the street. But again, as long as we can keep that and the wind keeps them from not blowing in the street, but I think with the leaf machine, plus we'll run the street sweeper as long as the weather lets us, because we'll have to put that up pretty soon. So, because you got to antifreeze it. So anyway, we're ready to go on Public Works side.
Mr. President, real quick, I forgot something, and when Lynn said something about Patterson, and I was supposed to say something. You know, we get so many complaints all the time about things, but I just wanted to relay that one of the residents along Patterson was very impressed with how quickly they worked, how neat they were, and how things went so well, and they didn't keep people blocked out of their driveways. She was very, very impressed with the work that they did along Patterson. Thought I'd pass some good news.
Absolutely.
Also, Joel, wanted to touch base. The signs are up on South Wayne, South Market, and North Detroit for no parking, and that begins November 1st. Just a reminder for those citizens down through there. So, signs are up, and it goes into effect November 1st.
Any questions for Lynn? All right. Well, we will be back here in 2 weeks then.
Mr. President, reminder, finance meeting at 6:30 for any of the council members that would like to see those preliminary numbers before it turns to legislation.
That's all we have then for tonight, so we're adjourned.